Stewart can see me now. Just a word before I start. Hiding behind the piano is Mike Pizzuto. The immortal chaplains. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, that one lay down his life for his friends." Before I introduce our guest speaker, I'd like to share a story of the immortal chaplains. Lieutenant Alexander Good, a Jewish rabbi. Technical difficulties, whoops. Lieutenant George Fox, Methodist minister. Lieutenant Clark Poling, a Reformed minister. And Lieutenant John Washington, a Catholic priest. In the early hours of a cold February morning in 1943, the U.S. Army transport ship Dorchester, carrying 902 servicemen, merchant marines, and civilians, was about 150 miles shy of its destination in Greenland when it was torpedoed. As you can imagine, chaos set in. The four chaplains who were on board to catch a ride to their World War II assignments went into action doing what they were called to do: minister to their soldiers in any way that they could. Once the lifeboats were ready to be launched, they started handing out life vests until there were just 4 remaining. The chaplains didn't keep them. They gave them to the next 4 soldiers. As the ship went down in a short 27 minutes in the cold, icy sea, those in the lifeboats were witness to the chaplains standing on the bridge, arms linked, singing hymns and offering prayers. Their faith in their Lord never wavered. Deuteronomy 15:10 says, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." These 4 chaplains came from different faiths. The common force they shared was a strong faith and their commitment to give their lives so others may live. They became immortalized for their heroic duty, but they are not unlike anyone who serves to protect our freedom. At this time, will those of you who have served please stand and remain standing? Now I ask that the families of you please stand. For those who have served, I thank you. I serve. Welcome home. And for the families, thank you for your dedication. It's not easy at times, but thank you so much for your dedication to your soldiers and sailors and Air Force people.
And Marines.
And Marines. You may be seated. Coast Guard, National Guard. There are those who did not return home as the same person that shipped off. Many of them have challenges and face them during re-entry and relied on the love and support of their family members. And yes, of course, their faith. Many continue to struggle, as do their loved ones. Today, I am honored to introduce Kathy Lowry Gallowitz, career Air Force veteran. Kathy and her husband, U.S. Army combat veteran Ed Gallowitz, are volunteer co-founders of Vet Connect Fountain Hills. Their military ministry equips volunteers to cultivate mutual support, a sense of belonging, and a spiritual resiliency for military-connected people. Please welcome our guest. Kathy?